All right. Well, we got three teams left. Let's move on.
We still have
Uh,
three teams left. Oh my lord.
that's all right. They're gonna be quick because this team was in one of your bold predictions.
Colorado.
Colorado. Diego Rubio, Giassi Zardes, Michael Barrios, Lucas Estevez, Felipe Gutierrez, Darren Yappy, Colin Warner, Philip Mayaka, Abraham Rodriguez, Stephen Betashore, Clint Irwin, Oliver Larraz, Anthony Markanich, and Jackson Travis. You go first.
Alrighty. Diego Rubio, one of the easiest yeses of the day. He had a fantastic season for them this year. Absolutely bring him back. Giassi's artist. I said no. This might be a hot take. I don't know.
Ooh.
But I said no because I think he's going to command the high contract. And I don't think it's worth it for Colorado to pay it. I think they should put their, what's the saying? Put their marbles on Rubio, put their chips in Rubio, um, and look to spend that Zardes money on somebody more in an assisting role for him, someone to help Rubio as opposed to being just like a striker partnership. Although it would be very odd for them to trade for Zardes and then just let him walk for free. So I would not be surprised if he comes back. But if he's coming back, it has to be on a lower contract. Michael
Why would you get
Barrios,
that from?
I don't know. Michael Barrios played every single game for them last season. So I would imagine he's going to come back in some way, shape, or form as like a super sub, someone who could come in and get minutes. Lucas Estevez, I say he's coming back. He is 22 years old, played 2,300 minutes for them last season. I know Colorado didn't have a great year, but I feel like there's a good future for him considering he's still very young and was very consistently in the team the last season. So I think he comes back. Um, that may be, since it was a loan, that may be price dependent. If it's going to be too costly to bring him back, I don't think it's worth it considering the fact that Colorado were bad. Um, so I don't know like how much weight his performances were carrying, but if you can get him for a reasonable price, I say you bring him back in. Felipe Gutierrez, I said no, don't bring him back. 840 minutes, 32 years old, was on loan, no option to buy. I don't think it's worth it. Um, Darren Yappy, 17 years old, making 11 appearances already for the team. I think absolutely Colorado sees something in him and has plans for him in the future. He will be back. Um, Warner, I said no. 640 minutes, 34 years old. I feel like they're going to look to take those minutes in that roster spot and give it to somebody else, maybe with a bit more upside, a bit more potential there.
Bit
Uh,
more ability.
sure. That's a good word.
It is. I learned it
Um,
yesterday.
Mayaka, I said no because
You
did
don't know
not
what
have
you're
any
talking about.
minutes. What?
What?
I'm not listening to you. Did not have any minutes for Colorado this year, so I don't know if they really see him in the long term plans. And I don't know whether or not he takes up a international spot. I saw he's got Kenyan nationality, and I didn't see like an American secondary or any secondary nationality. So I would assume if that's taking up an international spot, I don't think they would bring him back, considering they didn't play him at all last season. Rodriguez, I said, is coming back. He had, uh, he did have an appearance for them. He's still pretty young, 20 years old. I think could be a backup for Yarbrough, um, especially because later on I have Clint Irwin not coming back. So in that case, I think Rodriguez comes back. Beta Shore, I don't have coming back. I just think he's going to be like 36 next season. I think they're going to look to take those minutes that he had last year and give it to somebody with a bit more upside or somebody that's fitting their system a bit more. Um, Laraz, I said is not coming back because didn't have any minutes with the team. And if I said no, it was probably not one of the younger guys that like 18, 19, 17. So Markonic, I also said no. Um, 22 years old, only had 230 minutes. I don't think is going to factor into the team long term. And then Jackson Travis, I said yes because there's no minutes, so I'm going to assume he's like 17 because I don't know. I did this like an hour ago and I don't remember anymore.
Okay, let me tell you why you're wrong. Jossi's artist comes back, but he will be on a lower contract. There's no way they let him take up a DP spot, I don't think. Michael Barrios, I agree with you that he probably will come back, but it wouldn't shock me if he didn't. He's been trending in the wrong direction for a couple of years now. Um, not and that doesn't mean that he's been bad by any means, but just kind of one of those cut your losses before they happen type of thing. Lucas Estevez does not come back. There's no way he's going to pick Colorado in the United States over Palmeiras. Sorry. Who else did I disagree with you with? Philip Mayaka, the number 3 overall pick in the Super Draft last year. There's no shot he goes anywhere. And then the only other one I disagree with is Markinich, who was their first round draft pick this year at number 12. So those guys will stick around, I think. Personally.
Yeah, well, I don't remember anybody that's a draft pick. I mean, you probably got a fair point if you're the third overall pick, probably not getting cut immediately after. So
Well,
you're probably right on that.
if if you were cool, you would celebrate the National Super Draft Day with me every time I invite you to, but you
It's
don't.
on a Thursday. I don't know what you
It's on
want
a
me to do.
Thursday at 2, so you skip class, you skip work, you watch the draft.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Let me take a vacation day so I
It's
could
like
go
an
watch
it's like a
so I could go watch MLS dox some people.
come on, that was the best part of the
It
year.
was. It was so good. It was really good.